to win. Fight to win. Fight to win. I'ma say it again. You gotta fight to win. Fight to win. It ain't over till it's over. It's about to begin. I'm so dedicated.
Good Monday morning. Thank you for joining and tuning in to Endie Fiya's Monday Motivation. This is your man Causso, the My Struggle is My Strength motivational speaker. I hope that everyone is doing well. Hope you guys had a awesome weekend. And on top of that, I hope your team won. My team is still, we're still working on it. I haven't given up and definitely keeping hope alive. Before we get started, I'd like to thank Endie Fiya for giving me this opportunity to speak. You can tune in to her show at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays for music, entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. That's right, guys. Go to Blog Talk Radio /Endie Fiya. That's ENDIE, and Fiya is FIYA. Check it out, guys, and tell a Causso sent you. Now, we are still in our faith series, and I believe this is installment number 6. And if you have missed any of the episodes, I highly suggest that you go back and you listen, because every week is built upon the next. We began our series talking about faith, what is faith? And faith is simply believing what you don't currently see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't currently see the evidence, but you really have this desire and you have this expectation for something and standing solid and believing on that one thing until you see it. That's what faith is. Remember, I gave you guys myself as an example, saying that I'm currently using a wheelchair and other walking aids, but I'm not confined to my chair, right? So, with that being said, I am able to train for a marathon, and that's what I'm doing. And what's going to take for me to do that, what's going to take for me to accomplish that, it all begins with faith. Then we talked about unwavering faith, and it is important that you stay solid and you stay firm on what you believe to come to pass, and you don't waver. You know what I mean is, like going back and forth, being undecisive and having a double mind. So what makes us waver is broken focus. And what breaks our focus is distractions. So last week we talked about goals and we talked about faith, and we said that goals and faith are inseparable. You can't have one without the other, because like when you set a goal, you have to believe that you can accomplish it, right? So goals, they also focus your energy. They keep you from wasting your time. They keep you from wasting your money. They keep you from wasting your energy. So goals keep you focused. Goals is the fuel that keeps you going. I say this all the time. When you're struggling and it's really hard, you gotta keep going. And to do this, you have to look. You really got to look beyond the pain. You really got to look beyond, your challenges, your circumstances, and you just got to have a goal, and you keep going. And that is so true, because faith is about eyesight and the way we see the world, but the deeper reality is how the Creator God sees us. So society is trying their best to convince us that, if I can't touch it, if I can't see it, if I can't taste it, then it's not real. Now, our lives are truly shaped by commitments, and whatever it is that we are committed to, that is what we become. And when you think about great people are really just ordinary people that made a great commitment to a cause that's greater than themselves. I mean, like, nobody is naturally great. We are all just really normal, ordinary people. People become great individuals when they commit themselves to something that's greater than themselves. I mean, like, you really need a cause or a reason that's bigger than you to live for. Something that draws you out of your comfort zone and makes you so much more bigger than yourself, and will bring out greatness in your life. We become whatever we are committed to. And a lot of people are afraid of making commitments. And we find this to be true in our society. I mean, nobody really wants to be committed. There's no there's no loyalty in our nation. And the fear of commitment really boils down to the ideology, there's something, or there might be something better on later on, like down the road. You cannot live your life without making some kind of commitment. You cannot maintain a house or a car or even your significant other without making that commitment. So commitments define our lives. You cannot fully fulfill your God-given purpose by yourself. We are really made for each other. We are really wired for community and for touching and for relationships. That's why it's not good for people or for man to be alone. And it doesn't matter if you're married or not, but you need relationships in your life. There's only some things that you can accomplish only by being connected with others. So the only commitment that helps you discover your identity and your purpose is like physically being connected with others. Now, I completely understand what we're dealing with. I completely understand that, we are in a pandemic, and that might be kind of challenging to deal with or to be connected with people. But we have technology. We can't use not being connected with others. We have other resources that we can use to still accomplish this task, because we really learn who we really are, by way of relationships. So, like in other words, you really know your true identity through community, and you will never discover who you are by yourself. It is literally all about relationships, and it is our duty and responsibility to cultivate those relationships. We have to make them better and not worse, and this will create peace, and this will create harmony and not conflict. And the only way we can do this is by being united and standing together. This will develop your full potential. There are some things that can only be taught once you are connected with a community. Like I can teach you a couple things, and other people can learn from you on an individual basis. But there are some things that you can only learn once you are connected with a small group. Small groups are very beneficial. For example, you learn to sacrifice, you learn forgiveness, and you learn kindness, and you learn love through relationships. So in order to build your potential, you must learn from others to grow. We are wired, once again, we are wired to teach each other. There's a book out called The Imposter Phenomenon. And an imposter phenomenon is that type of person has money, they have fame, and they have success, and they have notoriety, but at the same time they feel hollow on the inside. They feel empty. They feel like that's not enough. And the reality is this: success was never designed to satisfy and to fulfill you. And if you really think about it, we were taught from childhood that if you become successful, you're going to be happy, right? And this isn't necessarily true. And there are really 3 levels of living. You can live at the survival level, you can live at the success level, or you can live at the significant level. And I think most people live at the success level. This means you have enough money to, let's say you want to get a sandwich from Chick-fil-A, or you want to shop at Walmart. Success really means that you have more options. And the more options you have, the more successful you are. However, that's not enough to fulfill you. You were made for more than success. You were made for significance. And significance comes by giving your life away to a cause that's greater than yourself. And to truly experience significance in your life, you must serve. Significance does not come from status. People wear brands and people buy J's because they think that wearing those shoes and wearing those brands or apparel, they think that adds value and that makes you feel like significant. But significance doesn't come from how much money you have in your bank account or how someone makes you feel. Significance comes from service. This is your man Causso. Follow me on Instagram at ms_ISMS. And join us next week in the continuation of our faith series. I hope that everyone has a great week. Guys, please continue to wear your mask. Please continue to wash your hands, sanitize your hands, do whatever it is you got to do to keep your hands clean. And remember that saving lives starts with you.